Hello, and welcome to this Marq training on making brand templates. One of the most important things to remember as you create your first brand templates is they all start as projects or documents. Whether you ask the Marq team to do an import for you, you import yourself from InDesign, or you build them from scratch in the Marq platform, all templates start as a project or document. You would then open that project or document to the editor, apply the locks as we discussed in a previous video, and then return once more to My Projects and mouse over the More option. Here, you'll see the option to convert to a brand template or a personal template. In almost every case, you want to convert to a brand template. The personal template option will say just a personal copy for yourself as a template. When we hit convert to brand template, Marq will ask us if we'd like to keep a separate copy. This is strictly a housekeeping issue. If you don't choose to keep a copy, Marq will absorb your project or document into the new brand template, freeing up space and clearing up your projects folder. If you do choose to keep a copy, it will create a separate and unique copy as a brand template. In this case, we won't choose to keep a copy and we'll hit the next button. This is one of the most important screens in creating your brand templates. Here we have an opportunity to rename or edit the name again, provide a brief description, decide whether or not we'd like this template to be a featured template, that is, have it pushed to the top of our template library. If we're working with Express Docs, we can apply a template key here. And most importantly, by default, Marq will automatically want to share any brand templates you make with your entire team, that is your entire organizational account. Note you have complete and total freedom to change this, sharing it with no one, in which case it still becomes a brand template, but now only your admin team can see it. To share with individual users or groups of users. You have a great deal of flexibility in deciding who will get to see this brand template. We can decide whether we want the recipients to be notified via email that a new template's been shared, lock it to a specific print product, and finally decide whether or not we'd like it to have approval or not. We can assign it to any categories or filters we've pre-created, or even create new ones on the fly. Once we hit save, we'll see it converted to a brand template. Now we can go to our template library and view all of our brand templates. Here we see the Gray Skies leaflet that we just created, and note we can mouse over it as an admin, go to the three dots, and choose to either edit the template itself, in which case we're changing all future copies that were made from this template, but not retroactively changing any that have already been made, or edit the template details, where once more we can decide the description, whether or not it's a feature template, change who we've shared it with, locking permissions, as well as approval. Until next time, happy creating.